Hello and welcome. My name is Dr. Firu and I'm going to be your invisible guide through college. So welcome to college. Not long ago I was in your shoes. That tension, that worry, that fear that comes when you come into 200 level. And I'm going to give you my experience and the experience of a lot of other people so that you don't have to make the mistakes that we made again and then you have a smooth sail while you are in college. Now, there are 10 things I wish I knew when I was in 200 level. 10 things I wish I knew when I was in 200 level. If you know this now, you can't make my mistake again, and then you have a smoother sail. When we reduce the possibilities of the mistakes you can make, the chances of success geometrically increases. So the first thing I wish I knew when I was in 200 level was I wish I knew the possibilities that are possible in medical school. That doesn't make sense, right? I wish I knew the possibilities in medical school. I never knew people could have 90s in medical school, but while I was in 300 level, someone in 200 level had a 91 in biochemistry. It blew my head. I couldn't believe it. 91. Is it possible to score 91? I said, yes, it's possible. Ask your seniors. You're not in 200 level to be getting Wazo 50. That is not what you signed up for. You're in college now. This is the university. Ben Carson has inspired us to come here and study medicine. So when you come here, don't be settling for 50s. It's possible to score 90s. I've seen it on the scoreboard. When I knew it was possible to score 90s, I said, I didn't have 90s myself. However, I came close, significantly close, and that enough. It's awesome. When you start thinking of 90s, you don't think of passing again, you think of distinction, and that makes a huge difference. And that's going to lead me to the second thing I'm going to tell you: goals. See, when someone wants to, you'll remember, when someone wants to go to post office and someone wants to go to the gate, it's a different thing altogether. You understand? They dress differently. When you are traveling out of the country, you dress differently from someone who's just taking a stroll to the end of their street. So when you are coming to come and score distinctions, you read differently from someone who wants to score 55. So the difference is clear. And when you are setting your goals, I beg you, don't aim 50. Don't aim 50. If you aim 50, you are going to miss. Also, don't aim 100 because you're going to miss it too. But aim, remarkably well, and don't shortchange yourself. To set goals are free. If you set goals, you might hit them. If you don't set goals, you don't even know what you are aiming for. If you set goals and hit them, fine. If you set goals and you don't hit them, you have nothing to lose. But set goals, and please don't set goals for a joke. Set goals and go for it. And I promise you, some significant things can happen. You will never know it. Some people go through school and never know what it is like to score a 70. And one of the reasons is because they don't set goals. I wish you set goals. And that will just lead me to the third thing I'm going to tell you today. And the third thing is your seniors. The most important assets, in my opinion, in college are your seniors. Reason why is because they're closer to you. Some of them are your roommates. You can talk to them. They can give you, on the shoulders of their mistake, standing on their mistakes, standing on their pain and their tears, you don't have to make the mistakes they make again. The first three may look like a motivational speech, but I'm telling you, your seniors are very, very important. I never go to any exam alone when I was in college. I go with like 7 people because, I go with a lady that's in 500 level, her experience, a lady that is in 300 level, her experience, someone that is in 400 level, guy, their experience. So by the time 7 people are standing on your shoulders when you are taking your exam, it's easier. You never make 7 mistakes again, and it's easier. So what I'm saying essentially is get one person at least in each class so that they'll be, guiding you through. It's important. I'm an invisible guide. You can't see me, but you can see those ones around you, and that is very, very, important. That's going to lead me to the fourth thing I'm going to tell you. Your lectures. Our lecturers are not miracle workers. They can't teach you everything. By 2 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon, in a hot classroom crowded with 250 students, there are very few teachers that can command that kind of atmosphere. There are very few lecturers that can command that kind of atmosphere and make teaching go smoothly. So if they can't teach you, and some of you will be at the back seat, now everybody's still rushing to lectures and sitting in the front, right? In week 5, you see people start receding to the back. So people will become the rare admirers. Don't join the rare admirers. But the point I'm trying to make is the lectures can get so hard and so hot you might not know what's happening in the class. And then you just be on Instagram liking and clicking away. Now, the modern way of attending lectures is this. At least don't go blind. Don't go blind to your class. How will you not be able to go blind? You need a timetable, and that's going to be the next thing I'm going to talk about. But not going blind means knowing the lecturer coming to class. At least the name of the lecturer coming to class, and at least the name of the topic he's going to teach. Because if someone is going to teach erythropoiesis in class, I can bet you the first question he's going to ask in that class is what? Exactly, what is erythropoiesis? And the person who answers the question is not the smartest person in class. In college, we are the best of the best of the best. You know, the best of the best of the best. You are highly skilled, and everybody is capable and brilliant. You know, with very, unimaginable IQ sitting in your class, like you even. You understand? So the person that answers the question, the person who checked it before coming to class. And when you answer that question, the lecturer directs his whole attention to you. And whether you like it or not, you will learn in the class. Now, if you don't want the attention and you don't want all that thing, still know it. Know it in you, so you know it. You understand? And that makes the lecture, worthwhile. Now let me tell you about number 6, which is also another way I used to attend class that makes class, more interesting for me. The next thing I'm going to tell you about is your timetable. See, if you want to be unslyable, what I mean unslyable, if you want to be unbetrayable in the exams, you need to follow the timetable. Now, for example, I remember that there are about 18 topics in biochemistry timetable, CBD and IBS. The only way you can know that there are 18 topics is if you have checked the timetable. And so on the first page of my notes, after I write my name, my address, and my phone number, so when my note is missing, someone will bring it to me. The next thing I'm going to write is the list of the topics that we're going to be doing for CBD IBS. So if I know we have 18 topics, and by week 5, we have only done 7 in class, that means the school is failing the exam. Yes, because they are not halfway through and we're already in week 5. So if we have 18 topics, by week 5, it should be like topic number 10. So that makes more sense. That means you are following according to the timeline. And the only way you can know the topics is by when you check them on the timetable. Physiology timetable has a list of the topic. Biochemistry, timetable has a list of the topic. Anatomy, we can't count it because of the volume. You understand? But still, you can get a list of the topic from old notes. You understand? And that's going to lead me to the next thing, which I'm going to tell you, which is past questions. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a common quote we say there. I mean, your teachers are going to say a lot. You're going to be hearing it frequently until forever. And it's common things occur commonly. For the past 5 years, when they've been asking the same question in the last 5 years, they've asked, fate of their red blood cells 3 times out of 5 times. They've asked erythropoiesis 4 times out of 5 years. And you don't know that topic. Should you go to the exam hall? No. The only way you can know it is when you look at 5 years of the past question, so you can see how the department has been thinking in the past 5 years. It's very important that you have that kind of foreknowledge. And see, if you want to be like immortal, right? If you want to be like unbeatable, then just list that topic, the list of topics in the last 5 years of that exam. Write it in the second page of your notes. So the first page is what? The list of topics on the timetable. The second page is the list of questions in the past question in the last 5 years. So when you are in that boring class, and at the end of the class, the man says, just to satisfy his conscience, and he says, any questions? What you do is like, sir, please, can you explain the fate of the red blood cells just in summary, so that at least you can get that from the class, and from that class, you can have something that you're going to take with you to the exam hall. So that makes the class worthwhile for you. I can tell you some classes are not worth it, some are worth it. But since you paid tuition already, you paid an expensive amount for your school fees, I suggest you just attend the class, and then just, get your money's worth for all it's worth. That's just my suggestion. Video lessons. So when you miss the class and you, by, unforeseeable circumstances, and you miss the class, there are very interesting, beautiful, video lessons online. And I'm going to tell you some that will help, that will break them down. Sometimes I wish our lecturers would watch these videos so that they can, get the gist, the way the lecturers used to put it. So the best lecturers I found online, medical series, are Kaplan's Medical, Kaplan, Kaplan Medical Series. Beautiful, illustrated, wonderful, wonderful slides. And the good thing is, medical knowledge is universal. So what you know is what you know. Now, you will use those videos for understanding, because those lecturers are not the ones to mark your scripts, however, but it's a good source of understanding. So Kaplan Medical Series, you're going to hear of Peter from Anatomy Zone. You're going to hear of that Indian guy, Amando Hasadugan. You're going to hear of Ken Hogg Anatomy. You're going to hear of Osmosis video lectures, and of course the best of them all, Dr. Najib. He's going to put you through any topic you miss, any single topic you miss, very well explained, very well illustrated. Now, I'm not telling you should stop going to class and be going to YouTube, for your lessons. But if you miss, you know where to go and get it. If you have any confusion, you know where to go and, get them from. Another very important thing I think you should know, about, another thing I wish I knew, I think this should be number 9 now, is tutorials and group discussion. Now, If you start attending more than 2 separate tutorials organized by different body, you will just become a tutorial fan. You will just be moving from one tutorial to another. You will not even have time to integrate or to digest what you've been getting from class, from tutorial A, tutorial B, tutorial C. And then they'll just see that you have been coming for tutorial. But coming for tutorial does not translate to being serious. It's just eye service. So I suggest no more than, see, 1, maximum 2 tutorials. And in these tutorials, you'll be chiefly, you'll be heading them. You understand? Or if you want to just make it, balance, 1 tutorial group and then 1 group discussion. And when in your group discussion, the minimum number is 3. And it's suggested that there are males and females. So it does not become, a Champions League analysis discussion when it's a group discussion. So it mix it with males and females. And for the love of Lionel Messi, if you are going for tutorials, go and sit. Tutorials are where they bring it down. Those that give tutorials in medical school, they don't have PhDs, but they can explain things in very amazing ways. So it's that's something you should, explore. So 1 tutorial, 1 group discussion, no more than that. I think the last thing I'm going to tell you about that I wish I knew when I was in medical school is the issue of mock exams. You might be tensed about mock exams. They might scare you and all that, but it's good to write mock exams. The reason why it's good to write mock exams is because you will never know how prepared you are for the exam until you test yourself. And the mock provides that avenue to put you in that exam situation even before the exam comes, to bear. The good thing about mock exams is you might think, what you might be thinking will be the problem in the exam. Why not be what is in the problem in the exam? The first mock I took, I discovered that the biggest problem is not about your memory. You are going to remember a lot of things, but the speed of writing, the speed of delivery might become a challenge. You understand? So in the next videos, I'm going to be telling you the structure of the posting, how to go about practicals, exams, and stuff like that. If you like this video, share with your friends. If you don't share it and you enjoyed it and you want to hold on, there's no first position in medical school. So share with your friends. As bonus points before I go, you are going to sleep a lot because you are going to be learning a lot. So don't be scared when you are sleeping a lot. You're going to forget. You're going to read and forget. It's okay. It's normal. Those are like normal things that happen to all of us. And then it's going to seem like you have less hours in the day than 24. It happens to all of us when you're trying to, get into a new environment. So don't be scared with all those things. As I said again, my name is Dr. Piro. My name is Dr. Peter. My friends call me Dr. Piro, and I'll be your invisible guide through medical school. Cheers.